David, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I don't know whether you've noticed, it's a slick-looking machine. It's not actually picking anything up, Chef.
Yeah, well, it dropped everything. See this? Sometimes it does that. Have you seen how much the compressed air costs here?
Right. All jokes aside, you must be very proud of this.
Yeah.
Take me through it. Tell me what it does.
Well, the idea of this machine is it's a whole machine in a box. So small footprint. It's got a vision system, multiple conveyors, different products that it can pick, different ways it can place on flat, on edge, any type of product.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Hang on. This needs explaining to me because I've seen things like this before, but what do you mean on an edge, different angles? What do you mean, how?
Well, see the box there? So we've got it presented on 45 degrees, so you can put bags or something in on an edge, so they're standing up on edge, so shelf-ready presentation, or you might want them laid flat, depending on how you want them. So by using 45 degrees and gravity, we can pack them either way around on the same machine without any format changes or anything. You just press a button and it does a different thing.
Is it a question of just like reprogramming it, or?
Just press the button on the HMI and tell it how you want it to work, and that's it.
I've never seen that before. Is that unique in your experience, or is it a copy of something?
It's not unique in the fact that it's not impossible to do. Lots of people do it generally, but the idea of having it presented like this so people can just say that's the format I want today and it does it really quite simply is fairly unique, yeah.
You don't have to rewrite a whole program. You don't have to redesign a machine. That is incredibly adaptable.
Yeah, that's exactly it, yeah. The whole idea of this is not about super high speed, it's about flexibility. Wheel this into a factory, put it in where you currently got that resource problem and it can do the job for you.
That is an extraordinary bit of kit then.
Yeah.
And how often does that come up where somebody has an issue but not something they want to redesign the factory for?
Well, it's becoming more and more common. Labour shortages have obviously forced us into that, or forced us all as a nation effectively into that problem, if you like. And we get asked more and more. So we build machines like the other ones we've got on the stand at super high speed, take out, lots and lots of wasted resource effectively in a factory, running really, really high speeds. Great, and people have got dedicated lines, but you get these lines where today it's doing this, tomorrow it's doing that, and they've got that resource problem, but currently a traditional machine for us, a high-speed line, can't fix that easily. It's too big and too fast and too fixed on one product or a few products, shall we say, whereas something like this that's more adaptable, easy to move around, it fixed that gap where people can't yet get into automation because of all the problems of full automation.
So sometimes when the fast machines aren't doing a particular job, it normally means manpower, actually hands-on.
Exactly that, yeah.
So that saves a fortune, possibly.
Yeah, it saves a fortune and it's easy to implement. So it's not, you've got a big line that runs 60,000 an hour and it runs like all day, all night. Great, we can build a big line for that. Everyone can work that out and work the plan out. But when you've got something that's potentially a co-packer or something that's changing all the time, or you haven't got a great footprint, it's not that fast, there's lots of other reasons why people just revert to manpower that's not there. So if we try to find a way of bringing something to the market that will help people, that could lease it, etc., bring it in and fix the problem really easily for them.
You can lease that over a set amount of time as well. You don't have to buy it.
Yeah, we've got these in stock.
Mate, well done. Very, very well done. Look, there is still the child in me, and there is a machine over there that is doing nothing short of disco dancing. Yeah. Can you take me over there, please?
Absolutely,
Come on.
yeah.
Come here, have a look at this. I have to confess, I have seen a few of these and I just can't hide my delight at them. Why the sucker technology? What is it that does particularly?
This particular technology is something we invented ourselves, so we created our own vacuum on this. It was done for dust, so like for pita breads, for example, like you see over there, where you've got this problem where you get a lot of flour running down the line. So sucker technology is fast, it's really quick, you can apply it before you get there, which means you can get your robots running at 100 picks a minute, which is great. It means you've got less robots, lower investment, higher speed, and these lines are fast. They are running really, really fast, over 1,000 a minute. So we're moving a lot of bread, shall we say. But that particular aspect of all that flour generally can block up, so it causes problems in the technology. So we've got this system where we're creating all the vacuum on the tool. We've got open cavities that keeps it basically self-cleaning, and yeah, it's quite neat.
Hang on a minute, this is a bit hard to... So in all the years we've had automation in baking products, flour has always been an issue?
Yeah, it's always a problem. In traditional systems going back before we had this technology, you got pipes that filled up with flour and then filters to try and empty it out that block up and creates pretty much chaos generally within an automation line anyway, if you've got a lot of flour coming around on the product.
So how new is this machine?
Well, we actually did this a couple of years ago, that piece of technology, but parts of this machine are very new. So the robot, for example, is our own. We've designed our own robot here, so there's part of that that's quite new.
Forgive me, you don't look particularly clever, but you obviously are.
Thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm sure it's intended as.
And so you should. And so you should. One thing I've noticed that slightly disappoints me, with all this high-tech, cutting-edge design that you have, what snacks have you got here for your visitors?
Good
Yes,
question.
you see? Found wanting. In the field and found wanting. Even if he is clever.